Heyo, and what is up, gang? Thank you for checking out Sledgehammer TV tonight. It is Tuesday, August the 21st, 2018, and the fourth and final night from the Barclays Center wrapped up with tonight's episode of Smackdown Live. And if I learned anything from watching Smackdown tonight, is you don't piss off Brie Bella, and we are going to talk about it right here and right now on the newest, fastest rising podcast in all of YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Spotify, and Podbean. Baby, yeah, it's the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. Let's do it again.
The Sledgehammer Wrestling Show.
Alright, wrestling fans, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Nick Nightmare. Along with me, as always, is the greatest tag team in all of professional wrestling podcasting for the Sledgehammer, the Wrestling God of Thunder, and the official Sledgehammer of the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. My little buddy and most trusted companion in the whole entire world, Mr. Blue the Snowball Microphone. He is the World Heavyweight Champion of Microphones. Don't ever forget it. Thank you guys for watching the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show's SmackDown Live review. And goddamn, does Brie Bella have a stiff right hook? SmackDown Live was not bad tonight. I'm going to have to give them credit, especially after what I had to stomach with last night's Monday Night Raw. Last night's Raw review made a lot of people quite salty. I had to deal with a couple of salted peanuts today in my social media and in my comment board, but we took care of that. We don't let that get us down. We are 100,000 views deep. We got 750 plus of the smartest and most knowledgeable wrestling fans from all over the world that know that this is one of the best places to be when you want to have a good time on your wrestling show. You want to watch some guy just sit there and read you the results and not give you any opinion and not be funny and try to make jokes. Then go watch Sam Roberts. Go watch somebody else. You're always welcome to watch here. You want to voice your displeasure over something you might not agree with that I say? I more than welcome that. Be respectful. Or find yourself on the outside looking in, because I don't have time for that kind of bullshit. We ain't gonna let nothing get us down. Special props to my boy, the great Stewie. He is a longtime subscriber to this channel, and he does also follow me on Twitter. He had my back today on my Twitter timeline. I just wanted to give him a shout out for doing so. You're awesome, bro. Thank you very much for having my back, because like I said, when you're not an idiot, you don't want to be treated like an idiot. And I don't treat you guys like an idiot. I swing this hammer and I swing it with the best of intentions. These people don't understand that when I talk about people like a Ronda Rousey or a Roman Reigns or the Reformation of the Shield, my displeasure is not with the people that are portraying the characters. All of my anger, all of my vengeance, all of my hate is directed at the WWE creative team and their failure to recognize the true specialness in Ronda Rousey. And if you were paying attention, you would know that I say that she deserves better than this. So how is that talking down about Ronda Rousey? Because I shit all over the segment last night? Thankfully, tonight I don't have to do that much shitting on anything. So maybe some of these morons won't come at me, but I certainly could care less. That's what a block button is for. And I am not afraid to use it, because I only welcome knowledgeable debate. I have no problem if you disagree, but do so in an educated and polite manner. Don't be a dick. Okay? It's just that simple. And you are more than welcome to join the hundreds of people that know this is the place to be. Don't forget to please hit that subscribe button, because I know you're going to have a good time today. And if you don't, have a good time somewhere else. I only wish the best for each and every one of you. Whether you hate me or you love me, have a nice day. Now let's get this review started. Brie Bella's right hook, man, had just as much fire as my opening statement. Holy shit, man. Tonight's SmackDown Live kicked off absolutely perfectly. I love where they're going with this, with the mixed tag team formula. We're going to see the return of Maurice to the ring. We are going to see the return of Brie Bella to the ring in the same match with two of the best wrestlers on SmackDown Live today. You have got to give it to The Miz. Everything he has been doing with Daniel Bryan since his return has been fantastic. It's the top program on the show, and I enjoyed the entire opening. From The Miz coming out and faking his retirement. Got the whole crowd faked out because he's a master wordsmith. And he was acting all sad and emotional, and he had tears in his eyes like these guys on Twitter that don't like what I have to say. And he tells the world, I'm here to announce my retirement. And the crowd goes crazy, and they fell for it hook, line, and sinker. I don't know why. I figured people in Brooklyn would be a little bit smarter than that. Forget about it. Come on, you guys. I gotta smack you in the back of the head, grandpa style. What's wrong with you guys falling for that shit? And then he would break everybody's hearts by saying, I am retiring from ever having to face Daniel Bryan again. It was perfect. And then he would go to push on and say he's not worried about Daniel Bryan anymore. He beat him at the Barclays Center on one of the WWE's biggest stages. He is going to focus on his future and his family. And he's going to watch the 5th episode of Miz and Mrs. immediately following SmackDown Live. And then Daniel Bryan would come out to stop the party. Daniel Bryan promising to expose The Miz. It was absolutely perfect. Daniel Bryan was cut off by Maurice. Maurice telling Bryan to go home, that nobody wants him here anymore, blah, blah, blah. Right? And what happens? Brie mode! Boom! She hits the ring like a house of fire. Maurice left the ring so quickly I could have swore I seen a cloud of smoke in her image right in front of The Miz. Next thing you know, she's hitting The Miz with everything she's got. She's unloading on him the way Ronda Rousey was unloading on Alexa Bliss in the corner, much more ferociously, if I'm being honest. I don't want to ever piss off Brie Bella, man. She looks like she hurt The Miz pretty bad. I mean, I know that she didn't, but she definitely made it look great. The Miz sold it perfectly, falling away to the outside of the ring. Next thing you know, they're announcing the first match for the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view coming at us in a couple of weeks, being a mixed tag team match. Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan, the married underdogs, versus the it couple, Maurice and The Miz. I thought it was great. I enjoyed every minute of this. Positivity, imagine that on the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. You guys know it's here when it deserves to be here. And this segment definitely deserves props. I enjoyed it. I don't mind. For some reason, I happen to enjoy Brie Bella more than Nikki Bella. I always did. It happened to me way before she was even involved with John Cena. It has nothing to do with that. I just always felt like, although Nikki Bella was the more athletic and the one with the better body frame and things of that nature, I just felt like Brie Bella was better in the ring all around. And what I seen tonight makes me believe that even more. Definitely excited about everything that's going to be happening in the future. The Miz and Maurice would voice their displeasure about this booking to the general manager, Paige. We all remember Paige, right? Hello, tea and crumpets. She didn't want to hear anything that The Miz had to say. She did one of these to Maurice. She's like, this match is happening. Get over it. Get ready for it. It's coming. That's pretty much all you need to know. The next segment would be Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton. This match was quick. Jeff Hardy was very much in control for the majority of the match, and Randy Orton would hit Jeff Hardy with a low blow, which would be the reason for Jeff Hardy to get the win via disqualification in this match. But this match was not the story. This felt very old school to me. Early 2000s, late 1990s. After the match, the brawl would continue. They would spill out into the crowd. Lots of steel chairs being used. No mercy between the two guys being shown. Again, Jeff Hardy would gain the advantage. He would smash Randy Orton in the head with a handheld camera, lay him out on a table, climb up to the top of some production boxes, and then execute a swanton bomb. It was absolutely beautiful. Through a table. I almost mentioned, no, I told you guys to set up the table, but it definitely exploded the table. It was a thing of beauty. Jeff Hardy smiling amongst the wreckage. Randy Orton's body all mangled in the wood. It was fantastic. A great progression in this feud that has come along very nicely as well. I did not enjoy Randy Orton's "Hello everybody, I'm here at SummerSlam and now I'm going to see you guys later" appearance that we saw on Sunday night. But tonight, I thought it was fine. I thought it was absolutely great. We had Renee Young backstage with The Bar, who requested this time to address the SmackDown Tag Team title match that was going to happen later on this evening. The no disqualification match between the New Day and the Bludgeon Bros. They want to be the number one contenders for the championships. The Good Brothers would show up and make a couple of complete asses out of themselves, pretending to be some newscast team, and then Luke Gallows wants to put on the British accent like I do when I do my page, and he wants to do... I'm sorry, everybody in the UK. I know it's terrible. I know to you guys it's terrible, but it's the best I got, and I apologize if it upsets anybody. But, that's what Luke Gallows was doing. He was trying to do, hello, the little... And I don't know why. I don't know why. This was very confusing to me. And what makes the Good Brothers think that they're worthy of having a shot at the Tag Team Championships? Everybody can do that. I can go with you. Hey, come on with me to the next SmackDown, you and I, and we will go to Paige. Paige, we need to shout at the titles. And she'll give it to us. Or she'll at least give us a number one contenders match, apparently. Because that's what we are going to get. That was the whole purpose of this segment. They're setting up a number one contenders match between The Bar and The Club. I didn't care for Cesaro's little Ed Sheeran reference, although I would echo the sentiments. My whole life, I've always been the kind of a guy that enjoys a bar than the experience at a club. I'm much more of a bar guy, and that actually goes for my professional wrestling right now. I will go with The Bar over The Club. I'm over them. I'm absolutely over them. They are nothing like what they were before they came here. Highly touted and then right down the shitter. So I could care less about The Club. I would much rather see The Bar go up against the New Day, even though we've seen that feud to ad nauseum. But I will say something more when we get to the main event about the tag team division. We got to see a women's match between Naomi and Peyton Royce, which was refreshing. I was like, hey, Naomi's around. This is fantastic. She's only one of the best women wrestlers on the roster. Why wouldn't you want to have her on the show, right? We haven't seen her in, 2 months? But here she is. And she's fighting Peyton Royce of the iconic duo, who I just can't stand since they've come to the main roster. However, on this night, their promo pre-match was very short and sweet. All they did was take a little bit of a dump on Brooklyn, calling it a dumpster fire. They took a few shots at Naomi, which is what they do, and then the match would begin. Peyton Royce is fantastic in the ring. I thought this match was just fine. But what is the point of it? Where are we going with this? Why did this match even materialize? Because something happened on social media that nobody's aware of unless they follow Naomi or Peyton Royce personally? They talked about it briefly before the match began, but who cares? This is a pointless match, but I will take this over having to see Carmella any day. Both of the girls did just fine. It could have been much better given the talent of Naomi, and Peyton Royce is the better of the two in the iconic duo. So as good as this match was, I really thought it could have been just a little bit better, and I don't understand the point behind it. I guess I need to see a little bit more story develop, or are they just going to drop it next week? Or are we going to see Naomi versus Billie Kay next week? And why are they even bothering with each other? I just don't understand random, oh, I don't like you now. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but you can let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But as far as the women's division, and as far as all of SmackDown Live tonight, the most interesting segment, and probably what will be the biggest talking point tomorrow, is going to be the dilemma. Yes, I said the dilemma with Becky Lynch. Now again, everybody don't start getting your balls twisted up, because I'm about to say some shit about Charlotte that maybe you guys won't agree with. And that's okay. But I'm here to speak the truth. And all of you that watch me, you already know most likely where I'm going. And there is no disrespect intended. But Charlotte Flair has been cast in the wrong role. Much like we said about a Randy Orton, much like we said about Bobby Roode, these are not people that were born to be portrayed as the hero. Charlotte Flair, regardless of how the WWE Universe feels about her, regardless of how you feel about her wrestling ability, regardless how you feel about her promo ability, her last name is Flair. She is the daughter of one of the, if not the greatest heel wrestlers of all time. Why is she being so nice? Because she's the beautiful, pretty face with the name recognition that they want to use for Make-A-Wish, and they want to push, for some reason, at the top. You see what they're doing with a Charlotte Flair, and you can't help but compare her to Roman Reigns. Especially when you see just how many times they put her in the top spot for seemingly no reason. I understand the story they are trying to tell between Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. But there is a dilemma here. The crowd, all of us in the universe, are not going to go against Becky Lynch. You heard the reaction in Brooklyn on Sunday. You heard the reactions she was getting tonight while she gave the best promo she has ever given in her entire life on WWE TV. However, it was somewhat confusing to me because she started to take shots at the fans. And she started to say, you guys were never with me, and things of that nature, when that couldn't be further from the truth. All you have to do is watch any Becky Lynch match, and you will always hear the crowd, no matter where they are, in full support of the Irish Lass Kicker. So that was false, and you made her look kind of stupid by making her say that on national television. She continues to try to sway the fans to stop them from cheering for her, to stop them from getting behind her. And then you have Charlotte come out. And the crowd didn't give a shit. Charlotte came out, she threw the Women's Championship on the floor, which just makes my brain short circuit. I don't like when I see champions do that kind of shit, but that's just me nitpicking. And then she charges the ring. We have a full-on brawl. Paige comes out. Everybody out to help, please. And all the women keep coming out to try to separate the two girls. And it is in this moment where you can just feel that everything is wrong. The dynamic is wrong. And if you take the roles and reverse them, the WWE's intention for Becky to be heel is not the way this was supposed to be. Becky Lynch, the perennial underdog, the fan favorite in the situation. And if Charlotte cast as the heel, the entitled, conceited, arrogant Flair, the champion, who gets everything handed to her and accepts it willfully and then rubs it in Becky Lynch's face, then this whole dynamic, everything that you've seen tonight, it all elevates. It all means 10 times more than it meant in its iteration tonight. Was what happened tonight between them good? Sure it was. But it was also wrong. And it is because of the same reason why Roman Reigns is Universal Champion. It's just because it's what Vince wants. It's not what the fans want to see. It's not what really makes sense from a storyline purpose. and you're trying to go against the grain. You're not going to get the fans to boo Becky Lynch. No matter how vicious she was tonight, at no point did the fans just go, hey, wait a minute, boo! They kind of got quiet. But before you knew it, they were chanting for Becky. Charlotte comes out to attack, they're chanting for Becky. Now imagine that's what Vince actually wanted. Do you know how beautiful that moment would be? Babyface Becky Lynch trying to fight with all her might, not letting anybody stop her. She's all fired up, full of emotion. She had her chance ripped away from her, and then the arrogant champion. Oh, yeah, that's right, I ripped it away from you. My name's Charlotte Flair. I don't gotta wait in the back of the line. Who the hell are you? You're just my friend. You ain't nobody. Boom! Fucking boom! Beautiful. Going against the grain. Taking the performer that the fans are cheering for and trying to turn them against her. Not gonna happen. You've seen it tonight. They can try all they want to turn Becky Lynch heel. The fans want to see her succeed. Why aren't you allowing that? Instead, you're going to choose to go with your chosen one, your golden girl, Charlotte Reigns. It's clear as day. Becky Lynch's promo was absolutely fantastic. Didn't make sense when she started to attack the fans, but everything she said regarding Charlotte and her desire to be the best in the division, how she put the SmackDown Live championship for the women on the map, all awesome. Fantastic. Just wish they would do it correctly. And it would be even better. You can't tell me I'm wrong. Hammer down. Rusev and Lana versus Andrade, Cien Almas, and Zelina Vega again. For the now 5th time, according to the goons at the announce desk. And 4 times in a row, Vega and Almas were the ones on top, whether it was on singles competition or in the mixed tags that we have been seeing. So what does it mean to have Rusev and Lana finally win one? And not even get to win one on their own. They needed to have Aiden English come and save them from a chair shot in the end. What does it really mean? It doesn't really mean anything. I don't know where this is going. Where I wish it would go is I wish they would take this mixed tag team stuff going on here and just split it into 2 feuds. I'm going to go on record right now and drop the hammer down on something that you might find very surprising. Lana is getting better. Lana is showing improvement. Which means she's putting in the work. Which means she cares. So I'm going to be alright with it. I'm going to be forgiving with the spots that I seen tonight where Lana was not at her best. Because this was probably one of the better performances I've seen her have. You could attribute that to Zelina Vega. I told you guys when this whole feud was kicking off, Lana could not have a better person to dance with in the ring than Zelina Vega. She's a veteran of over 10 years in the ring. She knows what she's doing, and she's obviously been working with Lana because there is an improvement. It's not drastic. She's nowhere near ready to be in title contention or in long-term big-time feuds, but she's better than a Dana Brooke at this point. Way better than an Alicia Fox. So I'll be alright with it. However, the match altogether, what was the point of it? I don't understand it. Just to give Rusev and Lana their win back after losing like 3 times in a row? What does 1 win mean? Where is this going? Why are they reinserting Aiden English? It sets the whole thing off. Now it's not 2-on-2. And do they not realize that they have this mixed tag team thing going on and they're about to plan another one simultaneously? I'm just throwing that out there. As much as I want to see Brie Bella and Daniel versus Miz and Mrs., it's pretty much the exact same storyline happening twice on the same show. That's what I see. I'm not going to shit on it too much because I like all of the people involved. Andrade, Cien Almas, and Rusev need to be taken out of this mixed tag team scenario and just put into a singles feud. I could take that all day. You watch those two in the ring and it's great. The timing between the two of them, the contrast in size and styles, it works so well. Why wouldn't they want to feature the two guys and let them do their thing, and then allow the girls to do the same on their own, away from the guys? Let them shine on their own. I think they could do that. If not, let's just wrap this whole thing up and get everybody moving in a different direction, because I really don't understand where that's going. We see Shinsuke Nakamura backstage. Shinsuke Nakamura wants to welcome us to the United States of Nakamerica. Nakamerica. I like it. I like it. I didn't like all of the scripted bullshit he had to say before he got to that line. But I did like the Nakamerica thing. It's the United States champion. It makes sense. I dig it. I'll take it. Renee Young is on the little mini stage, Mean Gene style, which I very much enjoy, to do a promo with the world champion, AJ Styles. He is here to explain his actions and what happened Sunday night during the championship match at SummerSlam. The fans got on AJ, I don't know why, with the "Who's Your Daddy" chants. I think that's a little disrespectful to the champ. I'm just saying. I mean, I know it's New York and we could be hard on you, but why are you getting down on AJ, guys? Like, take it easy. I don't know, it just seemed a little bit unnecessary. AJ Styles says SummerSlam did not end the way he wanted, but he does not regret a thing that happened or anything he did to Samoa Joe. AJ says Joe has crossed a line that a real man should not cross. AJ broke a promise that he made to his wife, but he has another to make to the WWE Universe. He broke a promise that he has made to the WWE Universe and his family at home, and one he won't break, which is the next time Joe mentions his family, he's going to rip Joe's heart out. And then all of a sudden, AJ was gone. as he was attacked by Samoa Joe, wrapped up in a coquina clutch like a deadly cobra around his neck. He would let him go. Samoa Joe releases the hold and then takes the mic and then screams out for AJ's wife. Says AJ promised that he was going to be home to tuck in the kids tonight, but it looks like Daddy already went night-night. And then walked off like the savage beast that he is. It was a fantastic segment. This is how you prolong stories. You don't have to just have match after match after match. Tell the story. Show Samoa Joe as the vicious destroyer that he is. Have AJ Styles come from behind. Look like the odds are insurmountable. It's great. What can you complain about there? Nothing. Paige was in the back with Carmella. She says, Carmella, you smell like trash. No. And Carmella wants her rematch. Surprise, surprise. For some reason, R-Truth is still walking around wanting a match with Carmella because I guess his brain don't work. I don't know. Ty Dillinger tried to tell him. Everybody's trying to tell him, listen, that only applies to the women's division, and it only was for that one match. You cannot get a title match by pinning Carmella. Paige tells him that again today. You can't. It's not how it works. Paige grants her the rematch, tells Truth to get the hell out of here. It was mildly amusing. I've always been, and I've told you guys on the channel before, I've always been a big fan of R-Truth. I think his charisma is outstanding. I think his comedy is pretty good. And I'm enjoying his little refreshing 2 minutes, 3 minutes every here and there just being absolutely wacky. It's just a nice little icebreaker in the middle. It makes no sense, but in this instance, it's not supposed to make sense. It's a skit. It's comedy, like we like to do once in a while. And I enjoyed it. But I did not enjoy everything else that happened. I enjoyed R-Truth. I didn't enjoy watching Carmella do her little... Stupid. Tonight's tonight's main event. Here we go again. You're either going to love me or you're going to hate me over here. But no matter what, I love you for watching this show up until this point. We're going to talk about this no disqualification tag team championship match. We're going to start by saying if you were going to make the New Day win the championships, why not do it at SummerSlam? Why? Why wait till SmackDown Live? This isn't even the 1000th episode. Paige decided to say, this is my special edition. What was really so special about it? A no disqualification tag team title match? Okay, I'm in. I'm watching. Again. The match was very impressive. You have to give it up to the New Day. They're tough as nails. You can't go in there with two behemoths like the Bludgeon Brothers and not be in top physical condition. These guys just went at it in a very aggressive match. It wasn't the best of matches on Sunday night. This match, I think, was much better than that. You could probably attribute that to the no disqualification stipulation, because that always enhances things to a point. They didn't overdo it. There was a lot of great spots in the match, and I thought it was a good main event for the tag team division for once. It was a rematch from SummerSlam, so it makes sense to hold it. Let's get it out of the way. Give the New Day their rematch for losing the title match for some reason again. We all knew it was going to happen anyway. And then they win. Now to me, there's good and there's bad with the New Day on top again. We all know coming into this review, if you're a fan of my show, that I did not want to see the New Day with the tag team titles again. If you're an idiot, then that's what you would want for the New Day. If you're not an idiot, you would want more for the New Day. If you're a true fan of the New Day, you would want them to go beyond the tag team titles. It's okay for them, I guess, to have the tag team championships. They are the longest reigning tag team champions. They have the accolades to back it up. They have Big E. They have chemistry. They have, they're over with the crowd. I understand. It makes sense to have them as champions because it's better to have a face team at the top right now anyway, seeing that most of the tag teams on SmackDown Live are somewhat of a heel nature. So you can probably get more matches out of the New Day with Sanity, with the Usos, with the Bar, with the Club, than you can with a team like the Bludgeon Brothers, because you want to make them be ferocious, you want to make them look like a formidable team, you want them to be scary, you want them to be a monster team, but now you killed everything that you've done with them for the last 2-3 months that we had to deal with them as champions. So what was the point? Why bother giving them the championships at all if it was just going to come to an abrupt end on a SmackDown Live in the middle of not in the middle of nowhere, but out of nowhere. Just literally out of nowhere. I did not expect the New Day to come out on top. I thought they were going to go with this Bludgeon Brothers thing. Apparently, Vince and company doesn't think it's worth going with anymore. I truly didn't think it was worth going with in the first place. The Bludgeon Brothers were nowhere near ready to have championship gold and be the figureheads of that tag team division. It should have definitely went to the Usos or to the New Day then, so that it should be reversed right now, when the New Day would be losing the championships, putting over the next big team, which should not have even been the Bludgeon Brothers. Still, it should have been maybe the Bar, which was what we're most likely going to see. Maybe Sanity, although they do have some proving yet to do as well. They have been booked terribly. They were not even on the show tonight. But everything that they did in that match tonight, the creative team, not the wrestlers, just didn't truly make sense to me. Why not expand on the New Day? Let Big E challenge Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States Championship. Let them do something else besides the tag team division. Make it different. And you don't have to break up the New Day. You don't have to turn them evil. You don't have to change them at all, except let them do things outside of the tag team division as well. Let them have success at those things. How much better do you think it would be if you had one day Big E with the with the World Heavyweight Championship, and then Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods with your tag team titles. That's something special. That would be something different. It would be a reason for them to be tag team champions again. But what's the reason for them having it right now? The only real logical reason that I could think of is the one I've already stated. It just makes more sense to have a babyface in the champion role right now with a tremendously heel-heavy tag team division. The match was great. The match was very good. I just am tired of seeing the same people as champions over and over and over again. It's one thing to have the title and establish a long reign, but once you've had it 4 or 5 times, I don't want to see you with it again. Let some other people do it. It's the same argument I could give you with Charlotte Flair. 5-time women's champion. Good. Go do something else. But all in all, SmackDown Live, like we said, was a much, much better show than Monday Night Raw, as seems to be the case lately, and I will be grateful for that, because Monday Night Raw, holy hell, do they have their heads up their asses over there. If you missed that review, it's a good one, it's a divisive one, it's a fiery one. Got some people's nuts all salty this morning. You should go check it out and see why. And then I ask you, while you're watching that, to please tell me what I said so wrong. I'm open to listen. Just tell me what I said so fucking wrong. At one point during that review, I took a shot at Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa, God rest her soul. I took a shot and made a joke at Mother Teresa, and nobody gave a shit about that. All anybody gave a shit is the fact that I was mad that Ronda Rousey was booked terribly. Ronda Rousey, I guess, ranks higher in people's minds than a Mother Teresa, because nobody gave a shit about what I said about her. So what does that tell you? It tells you they're not listening. They hear one thing and they attack. And I don't give a shit. Thank you guys that know for a fact this is one of the coolest, funniest, most fun happening channels on all of YouTube, and we, one day at a time, are taking over the airwaves, and it's all thanks to you. If you have not subscribed yet and you enjoyed this show to your fullest extent, do not forget to smash that subscribe button right now. Help this channel get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. And then don't forget to jam that thumbs up. Jam it nice and hard. Don't jam it anywhere I wouldn't, but jam it nonetheless. Make sure it's lit up all nice and blue so that I know that you enjoyed today's show. Then, as always, don't forget to share this video with all of your wrestling buddies all over the wrestling world so that they too can come and enjoy the fun and good times we have here all together at the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show right here on Sledgehammer TV. You guys, this weekend has been absolutely exhausting, and I cannot wait for tomorrow to come so I can give myself some time away from wrestling. I was at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. We all know this by now, so I don't need to watch NXT tomorrow. I know what happens. I seen it live. So tomorrow is going to be a wrestling-free day. And I cannot wait. We're going to jam out to some music. We're going to play some games. We're going to do me. Just like you should do you. And then, as always, come back here for the absolute best coverage in all of professional wrestling podcasting. My name is Nick Nightmare. As always, accompanied by the greatest tag team in the entire world, Thor the Sledgehammer, the wrestling god of thunder and the official sledgehammer of the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show, his tag team partner, the world heavyweight champion of all the microphones in all the world. Sing it with me. Hey there, Mr. Blue, we're so glad to be with you. And we are so glad to be with you guys, each and every one of you that appreciate us. We would be nothing without you. Don't forget to be following us on social media. On Twitter, at Nick Nightmare is the handle. Facebook.com/The Sledgehammer Wrestling Show is the official Facebook page. Looking forward to see all you guys there. Thank you all once again for everything. All weekend long, you guys fucking rock, and I love each and every one of you. That is going to do it, and we are right up here. And we will see you next time right here on your new favorite show, the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. Have a good night. Get some rest. Don't watch wrestling. Maybe read a book or something. Just to change it up just a little bit.